My name is James Esterhuizen. I go by the name of Jimmy James. And I live in Ocean View. And we run a non-profit organization pertaining with bicycles. So we buy, sell, maintain, repair, service bicycles. And I'm not sure if the camera is picking up the inside of this container, but this container is our community-based container where we store bicycles that is available to the community. Currently, now at this time of the day, we have a BMX track at the school. And so we have a youth program running where our kids at the moment they are riding BMXs on the track. Since the beginning of COVID, lockdown level 5 was obviously not good for any of us because we had to just be indoors most of the time. So for that period we were just not doing anything, no after school programs, no work at the workshop. And it did have an effect on us, but not that bad really, because with lockdown level 4, we made application to be exempted. And we could then we received a permit to open shop, because we've had because living in the community in Ocean View, people can easily get hold of us. So they come to the house, we stand outside shouting my name, calling, they need the bike repaired, they need a bicycle to buy, because at the time nobody wanted to travel by public transport. Public transport actually was not really the best means of transport. So people wanted to have their own transport and be able to get to work and back. And so it went quite well for us. We were very busy, lockdown level 4, lockdown level 3. The COVID protocol was obviously a great challenge for us, having to abide by the social distancing and wearing a mask. But we had to adapt to that. We had to get sanitizer for the kids, and we had to have our temperature gun and made masks available for the kids who didn't have masks. But other than that, COVID, I don't know if anyone has not seen the positive side of COVID and just have seen the bad side of COVID, really, then we need to revisit our mental state, because as bad as it is or what it was, it's also supposed to get us thinking about how we are supposed to be in need and be in support of one another. When it comes to our businesses, when it comes to just as individuals, we are to avail ourselves to offer what we have to offer. Anything. There were so many feeding schemes going up in Ocean View, and it did very well. That is the other negative flip side of it, where there was expectation that we should have this, like, this mentality. What we say today is, what we call it, like, when this entitlement of, but if we can do our bit, yeah, then we can say that I'm entitled to, but we can't sit around and just expect for people to come around and feed us or make things available for us. And that is where I think we missed out on a huge opportunity as a colored people to really get behind each other and uplifting one another instead of, stop this backstabbing and this killing one another from behind.
As a small business, some of the income you would need to live.
Yeah.
So during the COVID period, with the closure and non-operation, how were you able to sustain yourself?
Since I've started this business, or even before I started this business, being on construction, I've learned over that period of time what is enough for me. So COVID could have come anytime. I always knew that I have enough for whatever comes my way. If there would always be
provision.
Yeah, there would always be provision. There would always be a little bit of money, because our standard of living has dropped tremendously, because there's no point in wanting to work in the community and we can't feel the pain of the community, where we want to work in the community and want to enrich ourselves and just exploit, knowing that this is what we need to do. We need to do something. Started this project because myself as a kid, I loved riding a bicycle. My parents always told me there's no money for a bicycle, so I had to go to dumps and collect parts for my bicycle and put a bike together and just enjoy riding a bike. So today, knowing the joys that a bicycle brings, so I've always been riding a bicycle. Everywhere. When I work on construction, we go work in Namibia, I take my bike along because we live somewhere else in a lodge or something and the site is maybe 20 kilometers away. I just enjoy riding a bicycle because it allows me to explore better, see things better, hear things. If you ever heard like live hyenas laughing at you in the distance behind the hills, that kind of experience to me, it's unforgettable and it's priceless. So for us, starting this project was more about, if a kid can't afford to have a bicycle of his own, a kid must have access to a bicycle. Come and enjoy riding a bicycle. So we do the BMX track on a hot, sunny summer day. If we prepared, take them down to the beach. We take a train here of about 50 plus kids on a day, and we take them to the beach on bicycles. We're having so much fun. They just enjoy being out, not being in the ocean view space, and that is what we want to do with our kids. My experience from exploring a bit, being on construction, always being here and there, the benefits that came from that, that is what we want to offer to our kids, to expose them. So COVID has put a bit of a damper onto that, because we were supposed to go to Zoha in close to Ladysmith, Oudtshoorn, that side. We were looking forward to spend a weekend with those people, doing some mountain biking. They had a few COVID cases, and so they cancelled the trip. But other than that, I myself has not allowed COVID to stop me living. I live my life, and I live my life without fear.
Just one more question. I need to get it because it's
Yeah.
part of our education
Yeah.
program drive. Your opinion regarding the vaccine. Would you take it? Would you not take it? And what do you think about government's proposed rollout plan?
I'm not really clear on government's rollout plan. I know that I heard that we must bring a South African ID in order to get this, and I've said before when there was talk about the vaccine, I said to my wife that I would definitely take the vaccine. She was very surprised because I'm not a person that is on any kind of medication. I don't go to doctors or anything like that. But as I consider myself to be a traveler, so if it is that I want to travel and continue travel, and that is something that becomes compulsory, then I don't have a choice. But when it comes to the vaccine, it's like every other vaccine. I mean, I've been vaccinated as a baby, against other things, measles and stuff like that. So this is just an addition to what is already being done, and what are people's. This vaccine is nothing strange or nothing. It's something that is not known to us. People will improve on the vaccine eventually or so, but I don't think that, there is speculation of COVID being man-made and stuff like that.
As a last point, I just want to ask you: do you have anything to say to the people you interact with or communities, just as a lasting message that you
Around COVID?
around COVID,
Well, like I say, there is an opportunity for us as mankind. Like when COVID started out, there was this Komiki Can group, the Community Assistance Action Network or something. That should continue. It should actually teach us that there's a need for this, and it needs to be an ongoing need where we sort of network in assisting one another. Because it's not like that anymore. It's like, no, we're over the worst now. It's not important anymore. We go back to our same old lifestyle. I care only about myself now. It's fine. People have been seen to. And yeah, people to stop wanting to jump onto a bandwagon where there's an actual need to come together. Stop jumping onto the bandwagon and see an opportunity to exploit the situation. Like what happened now with the corruption with PPE and all of this nonsense I just don't get it. Where grown-ups are, what I say every day to community members, today we're taking too long to grow up. If you're still greedy over the age of 40, if you've not achieved and reach your whatever it is that you want to do, and be wealthy, and then, grow up, accept that is it. Because our kids are growing up, and our kids are not growing up because we are not growing up. This is the example that we are setting to our kids, and this is what they see, and that is the behavior that we're getting from them, and then we are the ones complaining about their behavior. But we're not growing up. We're all greedy, wanting everything that money can buy. Look at our politicians. It's crazy. It's not. I don't get it. So, I don't really have much to say about the COVID thing, but yeah, to us, for myself, it's been more positive than negative, because I've not stopped doing what I do on a daily basis. Lockdown level 5, I still went to the beach with my dog. So it's my life, it's my lifestyle.